What is up, coordinators? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are pushing through the second Alliance Plant War, and we are only halfway through this. I am going to need someone to slap me like Shinn. This war feels like it has the military strategy of people playing Risk for the first time while also allowing themselves to be too emotionally vulnerable. In this episode, Stella is now in the hands of Zaft, and she is slowly dying. Shinn is going to do something that'll get him in trouble to save the Kirkland brand human of his dreams. You will also see the biggest and most ridiculous mobile suit seen in the cosmic era. Also, Neo has his mask removed, and we learn who he actually is. So let's get into this. Shinn is shocked to find out that the pilot of Gaia Gundam is Stella. Panicked, he brings her on board the Impulse Gundam and the Minerva. He brings her directly to the med bay and says the word death, activating her trigger word. She starts choking out the medic, but they are able to apprehend her. Talia reprimands Shinn for his actions. They head back down to the med bay, where the doctors have figured out that she is one of the extended and a biological CPU. She wakes up and goes mad. Shinn tries to get her to recognize him, but she doesn't have any memories. There is a weird insinuation that Stella is a loss, and Neo sees Stella as more than that. I have no idea what is implied here. I assume a mentor role, but then you have moments like this. So who knows? Anyways, Stella wakes up and eventually remembers Shinn. Watfield sees that tomorrow will be the last day to see Mir Campbell, the fake Lacus, live on Earth before the end of her tour. Watfield and Lacus use this as an opportunity to sneak back onto the plants. They go out pretending to be the fake Lacus and steal her shuttle, but Mir shows up and claims the other Lacus is the fake. The shuttle takes off, but Zaft Base sends out mobile suits to take out the shuttle. Luckily, Kida in the Freedom comes in and incapacitates the units. Lacus promises to return to Kida as she goes into space. Zaft goes to investigate the shuttle, but they are gone. They were picked up by the former Klein faction and her ship, the Eternal. On the Minerva, Luna Maria is given a debriefing on her mission to spy on Athrun. She is haunted by the fact that she heard them mentioning that Lacus is fake and coordinators tried to kill the real Lacus. When they were on shore leave, she saw the fake Lacus with Athrun. Athrun said it wasn't what it seems. Luna Maria is starting to understand what Athrun actually meant. Meanwhile, Kida brings Midi to the Archangel. She is joining the team again. Orb forces are trying to head off the Minerva around Crete. Their forces begin to converge. Everyone preps for launch. Impulse and Savior head out on Minerva. Impulse launches with the Blast Silhouette pack. This pack is designed for long-range bombardment. It also has a beam javelin for close-range combat. It has thrusters to allow it to hover in Earth atmosphere. Kigali does sad face, while the Archangel decides to intervene in the Battle of Creek. On the Archangel, Freedom and Strike Rouge launch. Al and Shinn fight one another. Athrun is sad that he is killing Orb pilots, but he is still killing them. 12 Murasamis approach Minerva. Ray and Luna Maria are guarding the ship with their mobile suits. The ship is still taking damage. Athrun comes in to help, but Chaos and Abyss distract them. One Murasami comes in to destroy the bridge of the Minerva, but Kida comes in to save the day. Kida takes out Chaos Gundam's thrusters. Meanwhile, Shinn throws his javelin and destroys Abyss, killing Al. Minerva decides to treat the Archangel as an enemy. Kigali is still trying to get troops to stop fighting, but it is fruitless. Luna Maria's Zaku goes down, but she is still alive. One Murasami pilot kamikazes on the Minerva and takes out most of its weapons. Shinn equips the sword Silhouette, while Kida and Athrun yell each other's name. Kida uses his beam saber to incapacitate Savior Gundam. Meanwhile, in the Takemikazuchi, Tadaka tells everyone to abandon ship, including Yuna. He tells the crew to go to the Archangel. He plans on taking out Minerva himself. Now, why does this matter? So Tadaka is an Atha loyalist. You've seen him throughout the series saying things like, "Why are we fighting?" People seem to do that a lot in this series. But most importantly, when Shinn's family died at the Battle of Orb, Tadaka was there for him when Shinn had no one. So anyways, Shinn comes in and murders him. I think the writers of the show wanted this to be more of an emotional payoff than it actually was. Back at the Archangel, there are a lot more men now, due to the people who fled the Takamikazuchi.
Dude, why are you guys all on the bridge? Go to like a meeting room or something.
After the battle, Shinn goes to visit Stella. Her condition is getting worse and they don't know what to give her to keep her alive. After that battle, Shinn seems to have lost faith in Atherin. He calls him weak and says that perhaps he was stronger in the past. Shinn overhears Talia talking about giving Stella to Zaf scientists before her inevitable death. Shinn and Atherin run into one another. This time, Shinn calls Atherin a bitch and tells him to get his shit together this time. Later that night, Shinn decides to get Stella some help. He knocks out the medic by punching her in the stomach, which isn't possible. You can't make someone go to sleep by hitting them in the stomach. That seems to be an anime trope of sorts. He rolls her out, but security in the hangar stops him. Ray comes in to help Shinn. He seems to empathize with these bio-CPUs. Is this dude a clone? I think this dude might be a clone. Shinn goes out and sends an encoded message for Neo to meet. She gives back Stella and has Neo promise him that she must never pilot a mobile suit again. Neo promises him. When he returns to Minerva, he is arrested. Ray was also arrested for helping. Both are thrown into the brig. Back at EA, Stella and Stinger get in their cradle while Neo preps a new mobile suit and plans on having Stella pilot it. He broke that promise to Shinn real quick. Stella launches in the X1 Destroy. The GFAS-X1 Destroy Gundam is a huge mobile suit. The average mobile suit is about 20-ish meters, while the Destroy is a whopping 56 meters. The purpose of this mobile suit? Well, to destroy. Destruction. Mass destruction. The suit has a backpack that extends over their face similar to the Forbidden Gundam when in mobile armor mode. When in this mode, it looks very similar to Big Zam from the original series. Similar in size as well. The Gundam acronym for this unit stands for Gigantic Unilateral Numerous Dominating Ammunition Fortress. So dumb. Stop trying to fit everything into Gundam. This thing has so many beam cannons, Vulcans, as well as a positron reflector shield which we saw on the Gelsgi. It heads towards the Eurasian area, specifically Berlin, and starts obliterating cities. Meanwhile, Shinn was given no punishment for his actions, certainly by the hands of Durandal. The Archangel gets data on this mobile suit. Kira decides to head out to battle. Freedom engages with the giant Destroy Gundam. Kogali and some Murasame pilots launch. They take care of Chaos Gundam while Kira focuses on Destroy. Minerva is sent to the battlefield. Luna Maria and Atherin's mobile suits are still extremely damaged. Only Shinn goes out. Shinn starts attacking Destroy, but Neo in his Windom comes in and tells Shinn that Stella is piloting the Destroy. Kira takes out Neo's flight system. He crashes, but he survives. The Murasame team takes out Chaos Gundam. All of Stella's teammates are down. Neo told her that if anything goes wrong, to kill everything. She goes berserk. Shinn is able to calm her down for a moment, but once she sees freedom, she begins to panic and charges her mini beam cannons. Kira says "F this" and handles business. He uses his beam saber to take down Destroy Gundam, killing Stella. The Archangel crew find Neo passed out without his mask on. It just so happens to be Mu LaFlaga. Gasp! I didn't see that one coming. And that will do it for this episode. Boy, does this show think we are more emotionally invested in these characters than we actually are. I'm curious, did the tragic irony of Shinn killing Tadaka do it for anyone? Let me know in the comments. I find it funny that Shinn saves Stella because it is the human thing to do, but everyone around him is indirectly telling him, dude, she literally might not be human. Do biological CPUs have rights? Do they deserve rights? Let me know what you think. In our next episode, Kira and Shinn fight. Durandal gives an impassionate speech to his people, and Atherin becomes a traitor to Zaft. But until next time, coordinators, if you fall in love, always make sure they are genetically human. Peace.